Good afternoon, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 10618 Flaxton Street in Culver City, and I'm preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set through our office. So I wasn't able to locate a standard main sewer line cleanout in the location expected. Basically, the main sewer line cleanout is supposed to be within about 2 feet of the drain system exiting the building. I've found this 3-inch cleanout here over on the right side of the structure, just behind our gas meter here, sticking out of one of the fresh air vents. This is going to drop us into the main building drain, push through about 20 feet of pipe or so to get outside. And we're exiting right up here at the front right corner, and then running down towards the front right corner of the yard where there is a clean out down there. We'll discuss that as we continue here to tell you exactly what that is. So we'll go ahead and get the camera in. I got water running in the kitchen line just to verify a single drain line here on the property. Now, like I said, we're pushing through about 20 feet or so of the drain pipe under the building, and normally this isn't really what we're focusing on, but you can see original cast iron drain pipes under the house. Pretty poor condition. Functional, but aging, deteriorating. Much of it has been replaced, so at some point the remainder of this cast iron pipe under the house would need to be replaced. As we drop down here and we're exiting the front right corner, and we're connecting up to a more modern ABS plastic piping here. And this modern plastic pipe is going to continue down towards the front right corner of the yard. Now, this upper section here is run fairly flat. You see it's not draining out great. But in these modern plastic materials, typically we're not too concerned with that, because they do have a very smooth inner surface and tend to wash debris out. In other words, they don't have a tendency to collect debris and have a high potential for blockage. Now, these modern plastics are also expected to have a very long service life, and then they are also intended to be impervious to root intrusions. Everything doing okay. Now here we've got another clean out, or what would be really referred to as a test fitting. It's been extended to the surface there, so you have a second access for the section into the street, and it's located under a little yard box lid there marked sewer out near the front right corner of the yard. And as we get past this clean out, we're connecting up to a short section of the original 4-inch. Trouble getting the camera over that lip. There we go. Short section of the original 4-inch vitrified clay, and then right here we're increasing to the 6-inch vitrified clay. And just after that increaser fitting, you're seeing some roots coming in through the top of the pipe there. There's a joint or a connection there, and that's a pretty common scenario in these older clay pipes. They had a tendency to allow roots at those root intrusions, and normally we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. So when they're left unmaintained for extended periods, that they can create blockages or potentially damage a pipe. Now, beyond this, we only have a couple more feet of clay, and then we hit a modern plastic piping material here after a few feet. Now, Culver City, we've seen a lot of this. A lot of the public sewers have been upgraded to a plastic material, and at the same time they went ahead and ran laterals up towards the properties. In some cases we see they ran it all the way up to the property. In this case they stopped about 3 feet short of the curb face, which is why you basically essentially have about 5-6 feet of original system, and the rest of it's been upgraded. Now, these modern plastics here into the street, similar to the modern ABS plastic we discussed. Long service life, smooth inner surface, intended to be impervious to root intrusions. And here we and drop down into our public sewer. Just kind of run along there. And you see another house connection there. So we're down inside the public sewer here. Alright, so basically, at this point, we have reasonable access to perform maintenance on the one short section that's really going to need it, and that would be that short section of clay. You can perform cleanings from the clean out the front right corner of the yard, and we can certainly monitor the system from the access that we use today. So there's not really any reason to start recommending changing access, relocating cleanouts, performing repairs, anything like that at this point. It would have been nice if that older clay section had been upgraded along with the rest of it. You know, it does have the roots and things that are going to need maintenance. In this case, I wouldn't necessarily start recommending that that section be replaced because it is under the street, several feet deep, and that could be a quite costly upgrade to do when it would be more cost-effective just to be fairly diligent on the maintenance here on the system. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of my examination. I'll be issuing a written report to review which will describe the final findings and recommendations for today's examination, including the maintenance recommendations. Now, we do recommend that all main sewer lines should be examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in the system. And that's definitely important when you have a section of older piping left. Make sure that things continue to operate well, or if something were to become damaged, it can be caught at an early stage. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.